Not everyone's soul's mission is this spiritual guru type of things. Sometimes our destiny is not even anything spiritually related. Your destiny could be an artist, doing makeup, building, architecture, farming, writing. But how you do it is what makes it unique. Your own energy, your own creation is what will make it different from other people, whether it's spiritual or not. If it gives you happiness, if it gives you joy, do it. Hey, so family. Welcome to my channel. We talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. And today I wanted to talk about our soul mission or our destiny and how to find our destiny, how to tap into this destiny that we have created for ourselves. Really, truly remember who we are, where we came from, and what to do after this life to next lives and higher dimensions. If this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Sage, and on this channel, we talk about things such as spirituality, metaphysics, and African history. So if that's something that you're interested in, just keep on watching. This is a burning question. What is the purpose of me being here? Why am I here? Who am I? What am I meant to do on this earth? If you've been having a calling, a feeling, something is striving within you. Something is driving you to discover a truth about yourself, about this world, about your family, about your hidden gifts, hidden powers, hidden abilities. That is your destiny calling you. It's time to activate this destiny. It's time to remember who you are and step into your purpose, step into your passion, really step into the life path, the path that you have chosen to create for yourself, but you've only forgotten. So before we get into it, I just wanted to give a little background slash explanation of what this really is. So before we decide to reincarnate on this earth, our soul, which is our higher selves, wanted to have some type of experience, wanted to have some type of knowledge to gain, or to burn off some sort of karma, or to build more karma, or to gain more experience, or to gain knowledge in something specific. So before we decide to reincarnate on this earth, we choose what we're meant to experience. We already choose the different breaking points, the different major arcs, the major chapters in our lives. We already chosen that for us before we came down here. And how we decide to go on that path, how we reach that destination, that is up to our own free will. So I believe that our destiny is predestined. We've already chosen what we're meant to do on this earth, but how we get there, the decisions we make, if we decide to reach it or to not, the path we choose, how we get to that place is what our free will comes down to. All the major things that occurs in our lives, we've already chosen that for ourselves to gain that experience. But how we get there, what we do, our decisions, that is up to our own free will. We can choose whether or not to live up to that destiny. We can choose to not even follow our destiny at all, but certain consequences will come with that. So yes, there is free will. However, there will be some sort of consequences for not achieving that destiny, for not reaching that soul mission, for not completing that mission you've set up for yourself. And that is when reincarnation comes back. So pretty much you would need to complete your destiny. You would need to step into your soul's mission, or else you continue to reincarnate on this earth. You need to gain some sort of consciousness that you even have a destiny in the first place, or else it'll just be a cycle of loop continuously to repeat yourself back here in a 3D dimension. Repeat yourself and be sent back here to earth until you complete this mission that you have made a contract with yourself, contract with God, contract with your spiritual parents to fulfill. So that must be fulfilled before you go back to higher dimensions, go back to the other side, go back to the home, the astral realm, the cosmos, the ethers that we came from. So that is what our soul mission encompasses. So just a few things I want to reference before I go on about this. This book, Numerology and the Divine Triangle, this has really good points. This doesn't really talk about your destiny, but numerology is one really good tool to help you with your destiny. And I wanted to give credit to that book because I will be talking about some things in that book, some key points, and how I discovered my own destiny. And this book really helped me figure out what I need to do and how to do the calculations with numerology, and has a little bit of aspects of tarot as well. So I wanted to give credit to that book because that's what I'll be using to give you some of these key points and what helped me figure out my own destiny. So our soul mission is not just one thing on this earth. Remember, God, we're a multi-dimensional, we're a quantum level being. So we're not just sent here on earth. We didn't choose just one thing to complete. We have multiple levels of things we are meant to accomplish in this world. So it's not just one thing. We have different things we need to do. And I feel like the overall general umbrella term for our soul mission or our destiny is to live the human experience. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. So we came down here to live that human experience. We created a holograph and we projected ourselves here on this earth. So our higher selves, our soul, is looking at this from, think of it like a VR headset. It is looking at this through a holographic projection. And we are here as the physical versions of our higher selves, living as humans. So we are the ones gaining that experience for our higher self to learn, grow, and evolve from. That is overall the general bracket term for our soul mission, to live the human experience. But what exactly are we meant to experience on this earth? That is where it breaks off and it differs from person to person. This is where things get more specific for each individual. So for me, I am a mystic, I am a sage. Therefore, that's why I call myself Mystic Sage. I'm here to help people heal, grow, and evolve. I'm here to help people and teach them about spirituality, set a foundation for them to create a balance, to create harmony for themselves, to find their own personal destination in their own spiritual journey. I am a healer. I'm here to heal people, help them build self awareness, help them build self love, help them develop things to help them on their healing journey, help them create clarity and release ideologies, mindsets, self limited beliefs that is not of their higher self. So that is what I am here. That is what I am meant to do on this world. And that is only one aspect. That's just only one thing. There are different destinies in my life. There are different life purposes. There are different soul's mission, but that is only one thing I am meant. I feel like there is one main thing we're meant to do, but there's also different bracket or different pieces of destinies we're also meant to accomplish. But that is only one thing that I mentioned. So going back to what I said, the whole purpose is for us to remember who we are, to gain consciousness, to evolve our souls. We came down here for a reason, to evolve more than we already were before we reincarnated. We came here to build ourselves up. The only way to improve, the only way to grow, the only way to evolve is to fall and to descend, so you can grow and you can accelerate more. It's kind of like you're a slingshot. When you pull yourself back more, you propel faster and forward. So, in order for us to evolve, grow, gain more consciousness, to burn off karma, we need to descend. We need to fall, which is us reincarnating into this 3D world, forgetting who we are. And in doing so, we pick up the pieces, we pick up the shattered fragments, we remember our memories, activate our DNAs, we gain knowledge, we expand our awareness, expand our consciousness, and then once we go back to the spirit world, we have grown, we have evolved further than when we once were before we reincarnated. So we are here to ascend and to break this matrix and escape the cycle of reincarnation, to get back to the other side where we originally came from. There are different levels to this matrix. We're on the earth. Earth is a 3D dimension. So we have first dimension, second dimension, that is the lower dimensions, or also known as, if you want to call that hell, that could be considered hell. And there's higher dimensions within this domain and matrix. We need to break away from that and return back to the other side, which is source creation. So how do we discover our soul mission? What is our destiny? The first thing we need to realize is our destiny is connected to what will bring us joy, what will bring us happiness, what will bring us love, because we are from the higher dimensions. The universe operates off the frequency of love, off the frequency of joy, abundance. What we're meant to do is something that will give us abundance, joy, freedom. It was something that we love doing. We will wake up and be happy. We will wake up and be happy to do this. It is something that gives you passion. So you have to discover what makes you happy, what brings joy within you, what lights up your eyes. That's something you have to discover for yourself. If you're not sure, you have to figure that out. You have to start somewhere with something you love doing. Add that as a consistent thing you do daily. Whatever you love to do, what brings you happiness. It could be the most simplest thing. It doesn't matter what it is. But add that, incorporate that into your daily routine. The more you do that, the more you do things that will make you happy, you will discover other things that brings joy into your life. You go out and do events that brings you joy. You go out and associate with other people who are like-minded with you, who enjoy the same things you enjoy. That will help you discover your destiny. It will direct you to your destiny. Remember, y'all, because y'all chose this destiny. Your higher self, which is you on a higher dimension, chose this. So whatever you like to do, whatever brings you passion, whatever brings you joy, that is what indirectly or directly will lead you to your soul's mission. You will feel called to do it. Something within your DNA will activate. Something will click within you. You will automatically know this is what I'm meant to do, because it brings you so much joy. It's a calling. It's like an urge. It's like a push into a specific direction. But you have to start somewhere. And doing things that you love, doing things that make you happy, continuously adding that into your daily routine will help you get there. The doors will begin to open, and spirit, your higher self, will guide you. You'll be guided because you're not in this alone. We have a whole team of spirit guides, angels, our higher selves are here to guide us. The more we do things that we love, the more we do things that make us happy, our spirit team will direct us and will guide us to the next step. But you have to put in that work first. You have to incorporate that and give that thing that you love, give the thing that makes you joy, give that thing that brings you happy. You have to give that form first for it to manifest into the physical world. And sometimes we get our destiny in small pieces and small increments, because if we just get the entire full book of what we're meant to do, it could be very overwhelming to the point where we're like, nah, this is too much for me. We'll tap out. That's how it is sometimes. Even though we chose to do this thing, they will give us bit by bit pieces of our destiny, one at a time. Once we complete this aspect of our soul's mission, then we'll get the next step. Then we'll get the next step. Then we put the pieces together. Sometimes we're not meant to get everything at once because it can be so overwhelming to the point where we don't believe we can achieve this, or we think it's so beyond our comprehension, or it's so beyond what where our capabilities is. And that's why we don't get the full picture all at once. We get it in small increments. So we're able to complete these small things and we build the whole picture. So give it time, give it patience. As long as you're doing what you love doing, you follow your promptings, you follow your callings, you follow what you're meant to do, you connect, you listen to your spirit team, you'll be guided towards your soul's mission. It also correlates with what your inner child loves to do. And there are tools that can help you discover your life's purpose, discover your destiny. The first one I want to talk about is astrology. However, you will need to know the birth time. If you don't know your birth time, there is still a few different parts of the chart you can look into. It'll be more specific if you have an accurate birth time. So I'm just going to name a few different aspects of your natal chart you need to look into, discover your destiny and your soul's mission. You can go to different astrology websites. I use astro.com, but you can use whatever astrology website you want to look into. After you type in your information, your birth chart pulls up. These are the places you want to look into, discover your soul's mission. The first one is your second house. Your second house is pretty much the how. How are you going to do this soul's mission? How are you going to step into your destiny? Your second house also has to do with money, provisions, get into the bag. Things that you're doing needs to be in alignment with these aspects in your chart is to really step into your destiny. The next one you need to look at is your sixth house. Your sixth house is why. Why are you doing this specifically? You also want to look into your 10th house. Your 10th house is what am I here to do? So we have the how, we have the why, and we have the what. Now, your north node. So you would need your birth time for the houses, but if you don't have your birth time, you can look at your north node. Your north node is something that's going to propel you to excel and to evolve your soul in this current lifetime. Our south node is something that we've already mastered, the things that we've already learned in our past lives, and we reincarnated on this earth to learn something more, to learn things further, maybe to get a different perspective. So our north node is not something that's going to be comfortable. It's something that we're not used to already. So sometimes we just sit comfortably. We're activating our south node. But our north node is something that will strive us and will push us to become a better version of ourselves. And it's not going to be a comfortable journey, but it will help you succeed, grow, and it will help you build self-awareness, build consciousness to help you open more doors into your life. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is numerology. Through the book that I showed you earlier, this book really helped me calculate the numbers myself, and it's very similar. So if you don't know your birth time, you could also use this numerology because it's very similar. With astrology, I use both Western and Sidereal. I always look at both perspectives because it will show you one side that the other does not. So what I learned from my Vedic astrology was very similar to what numerology was telling me. It was very almost identical. So these things are telling you the exact same thing. All of these are just an energetic blueprint written from a different perspective. Okay, so let's talk about numerology. There's four different things, four different numbers that can help you discover your soul's mission, your life purpose. The first one I want to talk about is your life lesson number or your life path number. This one is by calculating your birth date. And with this one, it tells you what do you need to learn in this current life? What path have you set for yourself? What lessons do you need to learn on this life? What contracts have you made with yourself that you need to discover, need to learn and grow from? The next number I want to talk about is your soul number. Your soul number is what do you already know? What has your soul already accomplished from past lives? What has your soul already mastered from past lives? So when I think of this one, it kind of reminds me of South Node in astrology. It's kind of like South Node energy. So what have you already mastered in past lives? What type of energy are you bringing into this life from your past lives? And you can use that to propel yourself towards your destiny. By using what you already know, you can use these informations, these resources, these DNA activations to help you and propel you. Then your destiny number. This is what you must do. This is your North Node. What must you do on this earth? What must you do? What must you accomplish? What must you build? What must you innovate? That is your destiny number. And the last one is your outer personality number. And this is how others see you. And this in astrology reminds me of the first house or your ascendant sign. So these are the four things, these are four calculations that I did to help me discover my destiny and my soul's mission. And it's pretty accurate with my astrology. And I feel like it aligns with what I'm currently doing right now. So I believe that it's in alignment. This is only one aspect of my destiny. This is only one aspect of my soul's mission. There's many different ones, multi-level, quantum level of destinies that we are here to accomplish. But this is only one thing. And the more we step into this energy, the more we work on it, we will be able to receive more guidance. We'll be able to receive more insight of what we're meant to do next. Even if we're not sure, just start somewhere. Like I said, just do what you like to do. Figure out what you love to do and then start there. The more you keep doing that, you will bring that energy and you will be aligned with higher timelines. You will be aligned with higher polarities, and that will drive you and that will direct you towards your main thing that you have set for yourself already. You can use these tools as a guide, but it's not just one and done. It's not just everything is just completely set in stone. Remember, this is just a tool. This is a guide to help you. But at the end of the day, it has to come from within. What is your heart calling you to do? What are you being strived to do? What urges do you have? We have urges, we have callings, we have promptings. And what is it directing you or telling you need to do in this current moment? That is the main thing you need to be listening to. Really focus on more than astrology itself. That is just a tool, y'all. But what is your heart telling you? And what are you being called to do? That is what will propel you to your destiny. Listening to your heart, listening to your intuitive nudges, listening to your callings. The more you listen to that, the more you build up your ability to discern inner voice, to listen to your subconscious mind, the callings and the messages, and then you'll be easily guided. And how you discover that is to listen to your body and continue to do things that you love. As long as we're consistent, we will discover what we're meant to do on this earth. And I would also want to mention, not everyone's soul's mission is the spiritual guru type of things. Sometimes our destiny is not even anything spiritually related. Your destiny could be an artist. Your destiny could be doing makeup. Your destiny could be building, innovative, architecture, farming, writing. But how you do it is what makes it unique. Your own energy, your own creation is what will make it different from other people if this was something that you have chosen. So it doesn't have to be this spiritual ambiance thing. It's something that you're being called to do, whether it's spiritual or not. If it gives you happiness, if it gives you joy, do it. That is something I also want to mention. So don't be discouraged if you don't feel called to be a spiritual guru or a master teacher, but you may excel and thrive in other areas that may not be spiritual, but you can definitely add spiritual components. You can definitely add spiritual aspects to that. Like, for example, give Bob Ross. He's a painter, but people know him for his calm words, calm energy. People gravitate towards him because of that calm energy he carries more than the art itself. So it's how you incorporate your own energy into your destiny. That is the main thing. All right, y'all. I hope this video finds you well. I hope it really helps you and gain insight on what you need to do and how to really tap into your soul's mission. If there's anything else specifically you want me to make a video about, just let me know down in the comments. And until next time, y'all, I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.